Jeopardy! Host decision made, Mayim Bialik or Ken Jennings? Jeopardy! Fans have been divided in their stance on whether Mayim Bialik or Ken Jennings should step up as the new permanent host of the syndicated game show. In total, there are 3 different categories fans fit into. Some fans love Mayim, some fans hate her, and some fans admit they really don't care who the host is. Fans that don't want Mayim to permanently step into Alex Trebek have very passionately argued all the reasons why Ken Jennings should be the host. Either way, the production of Jeopardy found themselves in a sticky situation. Regardless of whether they made Mayim or Ken the new host, they were going to upset a chunk of their viewers. How would production make a decision to appease the viewers? Turns out, the people behind the scenes of this syndicated game show hatched a plan that would allow them to appease everyone. According to Deadline, a hosting decision for Jeopardy has finally been made. Who will be stepping into the shoes of Alex Trebek? Keep reading for the details. Jeopardy! Hosting decision made? Deadline reports sources have confirmed production has decided to split the hosting duties between Mayim and Ken to appease the audience as a whole. The outlet notes sources have confirmed both Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings are in the final steps of working out a deal to share the hosting duties for season 39. The outlet, however, clarifies this is speculation as a source from Sony Pictures TV refused to issue a statement or make a comment on whether it was true. As those who follow the game show know, Mayim was named as the host for both the primetime and the spin-off. Ken Jennings, on the other hand, has been serving as a guest host after Mike Richards abruptly walked away. Both Ken and Mayim held on to the hosting slots for the remainder of season 38. Despite some fans claiming to hate Mayim as a host, the ratings of the game show don't match up with waves of fans threatening to stop watching. So, has a decision officially been made? All reports point to yes. But Deadline was careful to slip in that the people behind the scenes of Jeopardy have yet to comment or confirm the hosting details. Locking both Mayim and Ken in as the host for season 39 would certainly give viewers the best of both worlds. For nearly 4 decades, Jeopardy was synonymous with one name, Alex Trebek. His steady intellect, gentlemanly charm, and perfectly measured wit transformed the trivia game show from mere entertainment into a cultural institution. When Trebek passed away in 2020, fans mourned not only the man but wondered who, if anyone, could possibly fill his iconic shoes. After years of rotating guest hosts, speculation, and a fair share of controversy, Sony Pictures Television has finally made the long-awaited call. The permanent host of Jeopardy will be Ken Jennings. The decision ends what has been one of the most public and passionately debated host searches in modern television history. Since Trebek's passing, the show's producers have tested multiple contenders, news anchors, celebrities, academics, and even former contestants, but none captured the audience's trust quite like the duo of Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik. For much of the past 2 seasons, the show split hosting duties between Jennings, the Jeopardy GOAT greatest of all time, and Bialik, the actress neuroscientist beloved for her roles in The Big Bang Theory and Blossom. Fans became accustomed to a kind of rhythm. Jennings helmed the flagship syndicated episodes, while Bialik took over for special tournaments and primetime events. Yet the question persisted, who would ultimately become the face of Jeopardy for the next era? Why Ken Jennings? When the producers made their decision, they cited several reasons for settling on Jennings as the sole host going forward. First, there's pedigree. Jennings isn't just a former champion, he's the champion. His 74-game winning streak in 2004 shattered records and became part of American trivia lore. His encyclopedic knowledge, quick reflexes, and calm demeanor captivated millions, traits that ironically mirror Trebek's own strengths. Jennings not only embodies the spirit of the game, but also holds a deep reverence for its history and community. Secondly, audience reception tipped the scales. While both Jennings and Bialik drew praise, internal metrics reportedly showed Jennings resonated slightly more consistently with the show's core demographic, loyal, longtime fans who value the intellectual rigor and understated humor that have always defined Jeopardy. His self-deprecating charm and authentic nerdiness, the highest compliment in the Jeopardy world, have proven durable, season after season. In the words of executive producer Michael Davis, Ken brings a natural credibility to the podium. He knows what it means to be a contestant, a champion, and a fan. He's part of the fabric of Jeopardy, and now he'll be its steward for years to come. What about Mayim Bialik? Mayim Bialik's tenure on the show should not be overlooked. She entered the fray with a unique blend of academic credentials and mainstream star power. Holding a PhD in neuroscience, Bialik brought her own intellectual gravitas to the podium, while her Big Bang Theory fame attracted a younger, broader audience. For a time, it seemed plausible that Jeopardy might maintain the co-hosting model indefinitely. However, Bialik's time on the show was not without friction. A handful of scheduling conflicts, compounded by her commitments to other acting and producing projects, led to occasional disruptions in her availability. More notably, a small but vocal subset of the fanbase critiqued her hosting style as overly theatrical or inconsistent compared to Jennings' smoother cadence. While many appreciated her enthusiasm, others longed for a delivery that felt more Trebeckian in tone. To her credit, Bialik handled the transition gracefully. In a statement following the announcement, she wrote, "It has been an honor to stand behind the lectern of such an iconic show. I'm proud of the work we did, and I'm excited to see Jeopardy continue to thrive under Ken's leadership. I'll always be part of the Jeopardy family." Sources close to Bialik suggest she's looking forward to devoting more energy to her upcoming projects, including new scripted ventures and her ongoing podcast. A divided but hopeful fanbase. Reactions to the news have been predictably varied. On social media platforms like Reddit, X formerly Twitter, and Facebook, some fans cheered the finality of the decision. Ken is the heart of the show now, one user posted. It's like the baton has officially been passed from Alex to him. Others expressed disappointment, noting Bialik's efforts to modernize and diversify the show's reach. Still, many longtime watchers agree that ending the host shuffle provides much-needed stability. After all, Jeopardy has never been about flashy gimmicks or rotating stars. Its enduring appeal lies in its consistency, a simple, elegant contest of knowledge that respects the intelligence of its audience. With Jennings permanently at the helm, producers hope to reinforce that ethos while gently evolving the show for future generations. Looking ahead, with the hosting question settled, fans can turn their attention to other exciting developments on the Jeopardy horizon. Executive producer Michael Davis has already hinted at ambitious plans to expand the Jeopardy universe. We're looking at ways to grow the franchise in meaningful ways, more tournaments, more special events, perhaps even international collaborations, Davis said in a recent interview. There's also talk of technological upgrades, an improved contestant selection process, refreshed set designs, and expanded digital content to engage viewers online. For Jennings himself, the journey comes full circle. Reflecting on the announcement, he shared, "If you had told me back in 2004 that one day I'd be standing in Alex's shoes, I never would have believed you. I feel honored, humbled, and a little terrified. But mostly, I'm excited to keep the flame burning for the show we all love." As Jeopardy steps confidently into its next chapter, one thing remains clear. Whether you're a casual viewer, a pub trivia champ, or a die-hard fan who yells responses at the screen, the answer and the question will always be worth tuning in for.